Well, hey there, YouTube pipe community. It's your buddy D-Dub, back for another great video. And this one is going to be a real great one. Why? Well, because this is my inaugural smoke. And my first smoke of this beautiful MarTelo pipe made by Gustavo. The, still can't say it right, the jatoba shape with this beautiful horn accent. I've got it loaded up with some old McClellan's, or maybe it's Ashton's Pebble Cut that I picked up at the Columbus Pipe Show last year, 2018. Columbus Pipe Show's coming up again, I think, sometime soon. So this was not a pipe I had a chance to smoke while I was at the show, and I kind of wanted to take my time with it. You know, those first smokes, sometimes you really want to make sure that you can sort of sit down and be planful, careful. You know, there's some of those smokes that you just kind of have while you're doing something, and then there's some smokes that it's what you're doing, and that's what I'm going for right now. And so far, so good. Just kind of finished the false light, and I'm puffing away. You know, just due to the shape of this pipe, I figured, looking for my lighter but not finding it, I figured it, you know, probably Virginia's, right? And that's what I've got in here. But I'm always willing to put, you know, a couple different kinds of tobacco through any pipe before I sort of make that decision. And I've spoken on that before. I even have some pipes that just kind of live in that in-between zone and go back and forth, and I take, you know, whatever residual flavors are there just as a gift from the pipe regardless, and always end up with a good smoke. But I just thought I'd record this because it's a nice day out here, and sort of, you know, in that pipe spirit, the show kind of does that to you, I think. I found myself after a long time of really getting away from it, you know, getting on smoking pipes and like browsing again and looking through tobaccos and thinking, what don't I have? What do I not have enough of? And so on and so forth. And that, you know, that's kind of the way this thing goes for me, is it takes direct focus some of the time, and then some of the time it, you know, just kind of exists around me. Sort of the difference between getting a pipe in every day or getting one in once a week, or twice a week. And, you know, for now I'm kind of jazzed up again. The weather helps too, right? It's getting to a place where the weather's supporting a lot of outside smoking. I don't smoke in my house, and so that's a pleasant thing. So as I'm sitting here, I started thinking about looking at this pipe, which is, you know, a very unique shape. That, you know, there are a lot of really unique shaped pipes out there. And while there are, you know, tons and tons of classic pipes, it's nice to see something, you know, very different every once in a while. That being said, there are a handful of pipes that just I just can't dig it. You know, they're too freehand, or they don't sort of follow a style of pipe that I can grab onto. And so, you know, I find myself most attracted to pipes that seem to be based on something, you know, sort of classical, you know, but branch out, right? You know, when I think about music like jazz, I think about that, you know, sometimes when, you know, jazz is perhaps at its best, it's in a place where I can't follow it whatsoever, right? We're too far away from, you know, like the chorus or chords that I can kind of get, and I end up getting stuck with just this, what seems like random, semi-connected sort of notes. And for me, it's really, I got to stay sort of connected with something I can recognize to really enjoy it. And so when I think about pipe shapes, I'd say it's sort of the same way, as I can get down with some funky stuff. I mean, this is, you know, this is funky, and I got a couple other ones that are pretty funky. But if they're in a place where I can't sort of understand how the carver got there, it's very hard for me to find that same level of appreciation. And maybe that's just, I need to be exposed to more. It's probably the case with jazz, right? I bet if I knew more about jazz, or knew, you know, even a little bit more than just very little, which is kind of what I know, I might be able to hang in those moments where everything just seems random. So, you know, as that journey continues, maybe I'll find myself attracted to you know, some of the crazy shapes that are out there. You know, even some of the crazy blasts. And but until then, I'll stay within my comfort zone, which thankfully is not, you know, that big. It's more like that big. So I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to think about that. Can you do you find you need to see something classical in a pipe that you like, or does it go totally the other way? That would be an interesting topic to explore further. And while you think about it, I'll think about it. But I'll do it off camera while I'm smoking the rest of this pipe. Check you guys later. Bye-bye.